Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel Mayta. What ifs. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Minato and Kushina Were Alive? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, a little bit of disclaimer. This may be a little bit dark-ish story, so yeah, heads up. Anyways, moving onwards, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Polo Uchiga channel as well. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 12 years after the QB attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato. As we go towards an undisclosed bunker hidden deep within Konoha's heart, deep underground facility that was beneath the Hokage Tower itself, where we see in a room secured and completely cut off from the outside world was located two hospital beds facing one another, and both of them were connected with IV drips as well as vital signatures. Laying on them were two figures that were thought to be dead long ago from the rest of the world: Minato Namikaze and Kushida Uzumaki. Hiruzen Sarutobi was able to find vitals, and within the nick of time, by some miracle, he was able to save Minato and Kushina. He did not knew how, but he was. Minato was sure that he used the Reaper that seal, and even Hiruzen witnessed him doing so. It was a miracle that both were able to survive, but Hiruzen was glad nonetheless that they did. As now we see, it had been 12 years since they had been in comatose state until Minato stirred awake. As his eyes opened, the doctor who was monitoring him dropped his clipboard and pen. "Oh my god," he said with a gasp. "Hokage-sama, you're awaking. It's a miracle." Water. As after carefully being fed a little bit of water to clear out his dry throat, we see Minato calm down and was able to sit up on his bed. With the help, of course, as Kushina was still unconscious. As Hiruzen was alerted, and he, alongside with some of the closest to Minato, such as Jiraiya and Kakashi, arrived there. Within the room. "Minato, you're awake. Thank God. We thought we lost you." "Yeah, kid, you really seriously gave us a scare. A damn good one at that." "I'm fine, Sensei. Hiruzen-sama. How many days have gone by? The doctor won't tell me anything. From the looks of it, it must have been months, maybe. It's been..." As the three of them looked towards one another, as Jiraiya nodded, "It's been 12 years, Minato." As Minato's eyes widened, "What?" "Yes, 12 years have gone by." For 12 years I've been here?" "Yes. Unfortunately, we tried our best, but because of our limitations and because of Tsunade not occurring, we had to do what we had and deal with your situations." "I see. I want to know about my son. I want you to rest up before that, Minato. And Kushina seems to be stirring awake as well. The vital signs shows that. Your vitals were similar before you woke up." "I see. How is the village outside?" "Calm down there for the time being," said Hiruzen, forcing a smile on his face. "We will reveal everything to you in due time. Right now, all we need to do is to make sure that you're recovered and back on your feet." "Does anyone know?" "No. To them, you're all dead." As Minato sighed, "Yeah, that is true. If my memory serves me right, I used the Hakai Fuyin. We talk about this later, Minato. Right now, it is not of importance." As on the other side, we see Kushina within few days stirred awake while Minato was recovering, getting his body movement back. His muscles were working again, but not to the extent that they would do as before. As Kushina was awakened, Minato was settled down next to her with a smile and fed her some water. "How are you doing, Kushina? I'm glad to see you." As Kushina nodded, "I want to see Naruto." As Minato looked down, "Me too, but Hiruzen-sama won't allow us." "What? Why? Is something wrong? Did something happen?" "No. I hope not. It's just to the world we're dead, Kushina. Hiruzen-sama, from what I've been able to find out, has revealed to Naruto that he's an orphan. He's been living in an orphanage. I see. Somehow I'm quite shocked myself that we were able to survive that. Once we're okay and healthy again, we will be able to go and meet him. You're right. Right now we need to focus on recovery and getting back in shape. As that is when Hiruzen, as well as Jiraiya and Kakashi arrived. Sensei, Kushina-san, you're awake, said Kakashi. Well, both of you sure gave us quite a scare. I must say so myself, said Jiraiya. Here's my son. He's fine. Everything is fine. All we want you to do is just recover, get back into your prime selves before returning. You do want to protect your son, right? As Jiraiya said this in a high-paced tone, almost forceful, but Minato and Kushina didn't notice. Yes, of course, why not? Then focus on your health first. Leave these matters to us. We have been taking care of him for the past 12 years. We can continue to do so for an year or so. You have waited so long. Right now, all you need to do is wait some time. And so, Minato and Kushina begin to reconnect, as well as also were given a room in which both of them could stay in, and also a facility in which they could train in the bunker. As time passed by, weeks turned into months, and months finally turned into a year. Minato and Kushina were back to their prime selves and were completely fine now. As Kushina was on rest. I don't like this, Minato. Hiruzen-sama and the others are there. They're cheerful, way too much cheerful. I have a gut feeling that something is not right. Naruto needs our help, maybe. Yeah, I think so too. But we can't get out of this facility, it's guarded. Besides, we have to trust them. I know you are a mother, but I am his father as well. I think we should place our little bit of trust in them. We did in the beginning once we, almost, yeah. Let's not talk about that. I just hope he's okay, said Kushina as she had tears in her eyes. Hey, calm down, Kushina. Everything will be fine. Kona must have watched over him. If anything, I'm worried about it. They might have not spoiled him rotten. They wouldn't have. If he is, I'm gonna beat some sense into him. Yeah, me and you both. As both of them chuckled. As this was going on, we go towards Hiruzen's office, where we see Hiruzen was on edge. Sensei, what are we gonna do? We have to tell them, and we have to tell the people as well. We have to reintroduce them. Yeah, they deserve to know the truth. The whole truth. But not by us. By the people who have done. Are you insane, Sensei? With all due respect, that could spell out a disaster. A huge fallout. It is necessary. It is the only way. How else we can tell them aside from that? I guess you're right. And so now we see Hiruzen, Jiraiya, as well as Kakashi arrived and brought two of them alongside the three of them to the council chamber. Why are we going towards the council chamber? Hiruzen-sama, I thought you told us we were going to meet Naruto. We will. But first we have to introduce you back to the people. Can they not wait? Honestly? No. This has to be done. And so now we see the three of them arrived inside the council chamber, alongside with the two of them. As everyone gasped, visibly. Hiruzen-sama, how is this? It's Minato and Kushina. Both of them were alive, but barely clinging on to their life by some miracle. We were able to save them, which is a miracle in its own self. And they are standing in front of you now. That means that our savior is back. We can finally get rid of the... As Hiruzen glared at him, as a civilian looked on. Get rid of what? As one of the civilian representatives, Ibuki Haruno, cockily stood up and said, the demon, obviously. What? I'm sorry, what? Demon who? The Nine Tails and the Jinchuriki. As Minato froze, his heart dropped. His stomach twisted as Kushina stood still. What do you mean by that, civilian son? We have been keeping up with the demon, putting him on life support. Hiruzen-sama should have killed it. And now that you're back, you should finish what you started. We will all rally behind you and help you out with that. And besides, it's a total waste of necessities on it. Not like it's gonna survive after what we put it through. In your honor. What do you mean by that? Said Minato as his voice was very, very low. As he looked towards his friends who were seated inside the council table. You're aware of this? As they all looked down, we were told not to. As Minato then looked towards Hiruzen. You promised me. I'm sorry, Minato. I am so sorry. I want to see my son. And these words alone sent ripples throughout the whole council. Because the civilian council realized who the demon was. Wait, this can't be, said one of the civilian council members. You mean to say that demon is your own son? The being that you call the demon is sealed by me with my own hands, condemning my son and leaving him to the wolves like you. Is this why you were not telling us? Where is he? Follow me, said Hiruzen as he stood up. This meeting is cancelled for the sake of everyone else. As Kushina didn't leave, she made a few hand seals and summoned her katana and unsheathed it. You know, there's a saying, hell hath no fury like a woman's fury, and you just invoked mine. I can't forgive you. Only Kami can. But what I can do is arrange a meeting for you two. And with that, a massacre ensued. It took the strength of the whole Anbu squadrons and forces just to stop her. Because she had massacred not only the civilian council members, but the elders, and was now slowly inching and moving towards her own friends from the shinobi council side. And they were downright terrified. Begged Minato to make her stop, but Minato just glared at them coldly and whispered to them, you should be grateful that I'm restraining myself. As after that, Kushina once was contained, everyone turned towards Minato. Why did you not stop her? Why should I? Did you stop them when they were doing God knows what to our child? We left him in your care, trusting you. You're making me regret my decision of sealing the Miju within my own son. I shouldn't have done that, said Minato. Where is he? For God's sake, Sensei, just tell me the damn truth. Fine. Tell me this. And so both of them brought Minato and Kushina inside a similar bunker, where within they found huge IV drips, as well as body covered in scars from head to toe, laying down there emotionless as Kushina collapsed to the ground, clutching her heart as well as gasping for breath, because she, as if almost having a heart attack, was now on the ground as Minato stood there frozen, the color draining from his face as tears welled up and fell down. Placing a shaky hand on his son's bed, he looked back. With trembling lips, he then said, Is this my son? Yes. How did this happen? He asked, controlling himself. It was 6 years ago. 6 to 7. When he was barely 6 years old. He was returning from eating from Ichiraku ramen stand. It was the Kyubi festival night and the drunken mob attacked him. Beaten him badly. I want to see the reports. It's best if you. I want to see them, and now. I deserve to know what I condemned my son to. As Minato, after reading the reports, literally moved to the bathroom side and barfed there. These people, these twisted bastards, have tortured him. even trying to lynch him if it wasn't for Hiruzen. And he was barely 6 at the time. He's been in comatose state, similar to you. We tried our best, but the trauma and his body has been isolated by his soul, which is locked within. Naruto is scared. He has every reason to, you monsters. As Kushina and Minato stayed by Naruto's side, as everyone began to leave one by one. But not Jiraiya. I tried, Minato. Leave, Sensei, before I do something that I might come to regret. I don't want anything to do with you or Konoha right now. And as soon as Jiraiya left, we see Minato and Kushina broke down. It's all my fault. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have sealed the QB within our son. If I had known, I would rather have let it destroy the village, helped it even. As seeing the reaction and torture of Minato and Kushina, QB, who has already been broken by witnessing the torture of this 6-year-old child, it had had enough. They've suffered more than enough than me. The QB pushed Naruto's soul outside from its mindscape where it was locked as Naruto began to stir awake. As soon as his eyes opened, he immediately was in fear. His throat was dry, he couldn't speak, but he was in pain. Kushina tried to give him water, but he was scared. But in the end, after calming his nerves down, Kushina were able to fed him and gave him a hug. I'm not leaving you, son. I'm here. And I'm gonna make sure you stay safe. As Naruto, laying there completely filled with scars, began to cry. He did not knew he couldn't speak because his vocal cords was destroyed and fried. He couldn't do anything. Minato and Kushina, after their son's awakening, vowed that they would take care of him, as they overwatched the whole process of him being healed, as Jiraiya, Hiruzen wished their best wishes, as well as hoped to talk with the family, but no response at all was came. On the other side, the civilians have become aware of their blunder and what has happened, and now they were terrified more than even from the QB of their own Hokage, because turns out their hero left a son, thinking that and hoping that he would be treated as a hero, but he was treated as a tool and disregarded. As after Naruto was capable of to be rolled on a wheelchair, slow recovery, we see that Kushina and Minato arrived inside the Hokage office with their son as Kushina was rolling the wheelchair. I am resigning from my position as an active duty shinobi of Konoha as well as the Hokage duties. I wish to take all my assets and leave from Konoha. I am giving away my residentship of Konoha as well, alongside my family. Many of Minato's friends as well as the civilians tried begging for forgiveness, but none were given to them. The parents were adamant and they moved away to a small village connecting at the border of the Land of Fire, moving into a small home. They had enough felt that they could live off a whole life, as Minato and Kushina did that while treating and making sure that Naruto was fine. Minato even started a small business there to keep money afloat. He did not want anything more than to be with his family right now. While Jiraiya tried his best to reconnect, but all forms of trials have failed. While on the other side, the Akatsuki, they tried to make a move, but Minato and Kushina were more than capable enough and rage-filled enough to destroy them. And that is what they have done. Not even Zetsu was spared. No one was. And they all were taken down and killed without any mercy. No mercy was shown to anyone, because right now Minato and Kushina, they have become akin to something like a helicopter overprotective parents who would do anything for their son, for their child and his survival. Naruto was showing signs of recovery, and soon he was going to, even. As each and every night Minato and Kushina would hug their son, shower him with love, telling him that everything was fine and soon he too will be fine as well. While on the other side, Konoha, it was left isolated, crippled. As for the other elemental nation, they were aware of it, and a new war was on the horizon. A war in which Minato and Kushina would not participate. And Eva, its main enemy alongside with Kumo, respected that, because they realized that Minato and Kushina's son has suffered, making them suffer enough. So, they were satisfied, and now their main goal was just Konoha and its eradication. So the 5 elemental nations, this time in the 4th Great Shinobi War, ended up destroying one another, crippling one another to the extent that they were now no longer shinobi nations. If anything, they were just like any other minor village. Barely enough survivors, barely enough getting by with food. And now, they too realized just how bad it felt of starting a war with bare ego. There was no more power that stand as a pillar in the elemental nation. Just strong people who had their own agenda, like Minato and Kushina did now, and that was to protect their family. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Polo Gia channel as well. I know it's a bit dark, but honestly I just wanted to make something like this, like what if Minato and Kushina were alive and they found out that, oh, Naruto was tortured and left for death almost. How would their reaction be? And honestly, I think this would be the least possible reaction, because honestly they could do much worse. But realistically speaking, 2 people taking on a whole nation, it doesn't just make sense, especially Minato and Kushina on their own. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you find that maybe we should do a remake in the future as a form of short movie or even a movie, do let me know in the comment section. And also leave your comments and ideas in the comment section as well. As this is it for the day, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.